It is time. It is time to brew your best beer. Brought to you by Beer Greens Supply Company, BrewTubers Online Brewers Club, Brew UK, Panhead Brewery, Tanner Ritchie, Finney's Homebrew Emporium, Brig Selv, Hackney Brewery, Hashigo Sake, Mangrove Jacks, Sprig and Fern Tavern, Yakima Valley Hops.
Alright guys, another quiet one because unfortunately it's quite late, well it's after 10, so excuse me for being quiet. I'll try and pump up the volume in post. Tonight we have Catch 22, and this one is DA154GB. There is a nice label on there, so there's some effort being gone to there. Plastic bottle, we're 5.5% on the ABV, half a litre. Now, hops with Mosaic and Simcoe, which are two hops that I really want to brew with, but I haven't, well actually I have brewed with Mosaic, but I haven't tried the beer yet, so I don't know what it's like. I've never brewed Simcoe, but 88.8 IBUs, so should be pretty hoppy, so looking forward to this. Let's do the old opening. Nice bit of hiss. A little bit of smoke there. Oh yes. Oh, definitely dry hopped. Big tropical fruit. Yeah, tropical fruit aroma smells really good. Quite light in the colour, nothing wrong with that. Carbonation looks nice. And there we go. So, there is a bit of chill on the glass. Not completely clear, but the aroma of this tells me that there's been some serious dry hopping going on. So we'll take that into account. Given that, I would say pretty clear for a lot of dry hopping. And beautiful aroma. Sit here and smell it all day. Now the thing I like about this, first off, is that there's clearly not a high proportion of caramel malt or crystal malt in there. And I think, I've been doing some research on this for my own brewing, and I think that's quite good with British malts, because British malts are not quite as, I don't want to say bland because that doesn't sound like a positive word to use, but they're not quite, they're more flavourful than American two-row. So for American style ales brewed with British malts, I think, whereas where crystal is concerned, less is possibly more. And actually my latest pale ale takes that into account, so I'll be able to report back on that in a future Homebrew Wednesday. But we're not here to talk about that. So yes, in conclusion, I like the colour, and I like the aroma. And the carbonation looks very good. Depressingly, I can't see much wrong with this at the moment, so let's hope it tastes off. Damn, it's bloody lovely. Medium body. Carbonation is spot on for what I like. Served chilled on the label, which is what I like to do anyway, so that's typically what I would do with these beers unless something directs me otherwise on the label. There's a good kick of bitterness. And there's a really good aroma. And the tropical fruits are really dominating. So this is Simcoe and Mosaic, which is good because I've just put some Mosaic in one of my brews. The only thing I would say is that the bitterness, there's a lot of bitterness, and I like that, but it's possibly just masking some of the flavour notes. And I'm finding it more difficult to pick up the aroma. And I think that could be because of the amount of bittering in there. 88 IBUs or whatever it was, that's quite a lot, isn't it? So, yeah, 88.8. Nice fluffy white head. It might be where I poured it, but there's probably about half a finger to start off with, maybe a full finger. And sticking around. Clinging a little bit to the side of the glass. The carbonation's still going on there. Ah, but this is really yummy. And it's only 5.5%, which puts it within reach of sessionable range, I suppose. I could drink this all night. It's delicious. So I hesitate to compare this to other beers that I've drunk over the last week as part of the challenge, but for me this is the best one yet, and I really like it. Whoever's brewed it, can I have the recipe? It's really nice. Nothing more I can say about that. Well, it goes without saying. I'm going to be being quite generous with my my marking for this one. Cheers, guys.